Thank you so much for choosing my channel. My name is Amber. Today we are just going to do an easy look. Let's get started. First, I'm going to take my Master Blur Stick. It's by Maybelline. It's in translucent. I'm going to use it in my pores to just kind of hide those. And I'm just going to press it into my skin. And it's basically just going to be through my larger pore areas, like my T-zone area and my fine lines through my forehead. Next, I am going to take the Inglot. It's a face and body illuminator. It's number 69. Inglot makes some great products and it's super affordable. I love this stuff. I'm just going to lightly take a little bit and go over the outer perimeters of my face that I just kind of want a little glowier. I'm an oily combination, so I just kind of want a soft glow without looking greasy. I want a really healthy skin kind of look. I'm going to take my 2-in-1 in Desert Beige. It's by Double Wear. It's their Nude Cushion Radiant Stick. Smaller end pops up and it twists up showing the product. But it just has kind of like a natural illuminance and it makes your skin look just really soft, dewy, natural. It just kind of gives you that healthy skin look that I'm kind of going for today. Anytime I want some of that natural kind of no makeup look, this is usually the one I'll go for. So if you guys want just like a really good, slightly glowy just to make your skin look perfected but not a lot of coverage, this is a good one. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that out. Make sure you guys get it really good. If you don't, you will get a lot of like fine lines going on. You'll be able to see with where your foundation was streaked on there, so just kind of be careful. It does come with a sponge on the other end, but I don't like to use it just because it doesn't seem very hygienic to me. So I won't usually use that. I'll just use my beauty blender. Next, my Nars Creamy Radiance color Fiji. And this is just really nice for like those areas through my T-zone that I do want that little more coverage, but I still want the outer perimeters of my face to look pretty natural. Take about a pump and a half of that. Take the other end of my beauty blender, and I will just kind of blend through. And I believe in layering things. I just think it looks really nice if you layer them. Sometimes I'll mix, but I'm big time into layering. So usually as you can like build one thing, you can kind of see what you're lacking in other areas as to what you want your look to be. You kind of take that foundation or that product and you can kind of layer it into those areas. Next, I'm going to take my concealer. I'm using Porcelain, Born This Way, the multi-use sculpting concealer. Stuff's great. It's everything I want my skin to look like. As soon as you get it on, it's so pretty. This will just kind of add a brighter look, but also give you that coverage that you're wanting. The middle half of my face. Just kind of where you want the other highlights to kind of be. And I'm just going to pat it in and bring it across the lower jaw area. Shadow Insurance Too Faced 24-Hour Anti-Crease Eye Cream. And I'm just going to go over my eyelids to prep them for my shadow. Just going to take a little bit. What I like to do just to kind of add a little bit more brightness to my under eyes, I will take my Becca Light Chaser highlighters. And this one's in Rose Quartz. It has like a really pretty like kind of like pinky, lighter pinker colors tend to make the under eyes look really nice and bright. So I just like to take that and tap that in the areas that I just kind of want to brighten up and add that kind of soft focus illuminance to it. Kind of diffuse things. And then I'm going to set all that with the new Fenty Beauty powder. I love this stuff. It just kind of adds, again, that really soft focus look. The color I like to use to set my all over face is Banana. I'm not going to be using the lighter butter one just because of the main fact that I don't want a highlighter. So I'm just going to take that, tap my brush off, and just kind of lightly sweep it all over my skin. Usually what I'll do after that step, just to make sure that everything just kind of is blending really naturally, looks really nice, I'll just take my beauty blender after that and just tap it in. I'm going to use my MAC Emphasize. Looks like this. It's really messy. It's well loved. The brush that I really like to use for this is my Y11. It just kind of helps you hit all those different areas that you need it to. I'm going to mix those two colors and just take it up through my nose and a little bit through that corner eye area to kind of make sure you're shaping everything and just adding a nice contoured look to it. And through the front half of my nose. I will bring a little bit of the yellow and the white color, and I'll just again kind of lightly go over anything, the lighter areas. But I brought that earlier color just to add that little bit of extra highlight. I'm going to take I have a little cute hula bronzer, and I'm just going to take this through my whole face with the Y2 Morphe. It's just a really pretty, like kind of peachy, rosy kind of blush color. And I like to take a little firmer brush, so I always take my Y10 from Morphe. Just a little smaller one, and I'll just tap it into the product and just bring it through the front half of my face. Just take the Nars residual and just brush it through the rest of that center of my face right there and right there. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to go move on to highlight. Today I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill Becca Champagne Pop highlighter brush, and that is in the Morphe Y14. Sorry, you can't see the head. There we go. And I'm just going to kind of dust that everywhere. I like to do my highlight. And then again, I'm going to go back to my sponge and just kind of tap everything that I've done in. This is my Kylie Jenner palette. I freaking love this. It has beautiful colors in it. Really good for every day. Gives you a lot of good, really pretty neutrals. Gives you little pops of color like your pinks. I'm going to start off with a Morphe Y16. And I'm going to go into Princess and Pink Problems. So these two lightest colors. And I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth. So first I'm going to take Princess, which is the lighter color. This color is such a pretty, just like really good crease color. I'm going to go underneath my eyes. Every color I like to take just underneath there while I'm doing it. And I'm always brushing up and out. So I haven't gone into that second color just yet. I'm still working on the Princess color to get the exact shade that I want, and I'm just kind of feathering out there. I'm going to start taking that Pink Problems one to where I'm just kind of getting it in that socket right through there. But I'm still having that other color further above it. I'm taking the Y19 by Morphe. Looks like that. I'm going to again take that Pink Problems, which is the other darker color, and I'm just bringing that on the tip just right next to that lash line and feathering it outwards. I am going to take the February color. It's really pretty light pink, and I'm just going to lightly tap into it with that same brush and just go slightly underneath and over top of where I brought that other color. By doing this, it just kind of adds that little more diffused look. And I'm kind of going for a little bit smokier look. So anytime I want smokier, I do tend to bring my color down a lot more. And a lot lower, it looks a little bit crazy at first, but it looks really pretty when it's done and you have your eyeliner and everything finished. So next I'm going to take a Meyer, the Y19 by Morphe. So again, we're just kind of working down on the tapering part. And I'm going to go into that and just bring it up through my crease area and then slowly bring that in just the very socket of my eyelid. Take a little bit. I love these colors because you can also use them, in my opinion, as a highlight. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, but not a whole ton. I will just take a little bit of the Heartthrob and Blush color, and I just want to bring that on, again, those highlighted places to be just a hair stronger, but still kind of go with the look. I'm going to take a different palette just for like the center of my eyelid. I'm going to take the Blood Sugar palette. Again, kind of the same shade brackets as that one, but it has more purples and really pretty neutral colors, gold tones. I am going to take these two on the side. It's Candy Floss and Glucose, and I am going to mix those and do them just on my lid, a little bit below my brow, and on my inner corner. And to do that, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked brush that has a flat edge, which is this one right here that I'm going to be using. I'm going to wet it with a little bit of my Coconut MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm just going to apply. I will take my finger and just kind of blend it and soften it just a teeny bit, but it adds a really pretty glowy kind of look. And I don't take it through this corner at all where the darker color's in. I usually will go back in and just like retouch up and to make sure there's a nice blend going on. And the white just kind of helps to brighten it. So next we're going to do eyebrows. I'm going to take the Anastasia brow setting gel and just clear, and I'm just going to brush up my eyebrows. Okay, so next I'm going to take this Lancome Brow Density Powder to Cream. I take 01 Natural Blonde in it. This stuff's pretty awesome. I really have been liking it lately. If you like that little bit more filled in brow look, that just kind of gives you, it's not individually making the brows, you are short on time, which a lot of time I am. I do like to take this one and just kind of feather it through my brows. So it looks like this on the tip. It's just like a really cool applicator. And I will just start feathering it through where my natural brows kind of go. And then I'll just go ahead and take it through my other end. And tell me down below if you guys have used this stuff, because it's pretty awesome. I love it. Brows are all done. I am taking this Caviar stick by Laura Mercier and a little bit of smudger brush. This one's from Lancome. It has a double side. And I am just going to kind of tap it in the ends and just lightly go back and forth. Now once this stuff sets up, it does not move. Like it sets really nicely. So the nice thing is you have so much playtime with it, and then all of a sudden it's gonna set up and it's done. And I am gonna take this same thing and just smudge it through my tight line. So it adds a thicker eyelash look, if you can kind of see the difference as to what that does. And it just kind of adds that more lift look to my eyes. I am going to do that through my waterline as well. Okay, so now that that's all done, this is what it looks like. I am going to take a little bit, go back to that Kylie Jenner palette. So this one I just like to do a little bit of like touch-ups, anything that I want to add a little bit more depth to. And I'm going to go in with that shade Admire again. And that smaller brush, my Y19. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit more depth and definition through that outer half. So as you can kind of see the one versus the other, it just kind of added just a little bit more. And I'm only going halfway, and then with like the rest of what I have on the brush after trying to blend it through that corner, I'm just taking it the outer half because I want a little bit more of that cat eye kind of look. And any sort of excess just down through that bottom. For my mascara, I am going to choose my Stila Huge mascara. Kind of goes bigger on the edges. I like this stuff. I don't really hear anybody talking about it. So you guys, this is what the difference looks like. Makes my lashes look pretty big. Okay guys, that is the final look. Sorry, I did forget lips. So for that, I am just going to take my Lancome Pink Horizon Juicy Tube. Alright, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other preferences of videos that you have down below, and I will definitely get those worked on for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell down below for any more videos, and have a good day. Thanks.